Hey, y'all, and welcome to another episode of Readings That Heal with me, Marissa Moments, where we're talking channeled messages and real life stories along with their healing translations. Now, remember, this is about triggering, awakening, and connecting. So if you are a sensitive soul and you are not ready to be held accountable divinely, then I will give you a moment to go on ahead and exit the room. Yep, looks like time's up. So if you're still here, God bless. I'm so glad that you stayed because we're about to get into it and we're about to get into it really well. So here's the thing, right? Lately, I've been in a real crap mood. So since like yesterday, really, and today is August 12th. So regardless of when this is actually posted and when you're listening to it, these are all timeless messages, right? And the year is 2023 currently. So I don't know if you're listening to this in the year 3000, but that would be pretty cool though, right? Anyway, I digress. So here's the thing. I've been feeling really crappy and went into this deep, dark spiral of just anxiety, anger, frustration, overwhelm, all the things. And you want to know what I did? Well, it doesn't matter if you want to know because I'm going to tell you. What I did was I started talking to God. Now, mind you, I don't just pray to God like a regular prayer, right? The Our Father is great. I love it and I do say it. However, I get down to the nitty gritty with God because, God's done seen me through some things, been allowed things to happen. And I get it. It's a toxic relationship. God don't punish me. But, sometimes I have to learn lessons the hard way. So I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. Right. And the thing of it is, I've been feeling real doubtful about this whole journey. Right. And mind you, everything that I'm saying right now, you need to be reflecting on. Right. Because that's the purpose of these stories or anyone's stories for that matter. But again, I digress. So here's the thing. I started to get really frustrated and I was like, God, listen, I'm putting you on notice. I need 24 hours to receive a sign that I'm on the right path or otherwise I'm about to quit. Straight up, point blank, period. I even sent a text. I was texting my husband. I was like, I'm tired of this. I feel like people aren't hearing me. I feel like they're not receiving me. I feel like I'm just being pat on the head by people who are in awe of my supposed gifts, but then they just kind of keep it moving when it comes down to it, right? And then, I'm not feeling supported. All of those things, right? Now, I'm just being very honest with you because that's what I'm all about. So anyway, I'm on my hands and knees crying at this point. And I was like, God, just imagine Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump when he was yelling at God, challenging him, right? That was me last night. Anyway, so I tell my husband, I'm about to quit. And he's like, don't quit. I'm like, I'm gonna quit. And he's like, don't quit. We could put that on a hell loop, right? But anyway, so today I'm driving to pick up one of my daughters from a sleepover. And I'm just vibing to the music. I had already told myself, mind you, last night, while I was in the midst of that deep, dark despair and spiral, I kept reminding myself, these are emotions. They are temporary. You will not feel the same way tomorrow. So do not take any action in this moment. Now, that's a lesson in itself, right? So anyway, as I was processing last night, I'm vibing out today. And I'm in the car, have my music on, and then I look at the car that's right in front of me in traffic. And the license plate is one of those personalized plates. And it says John 421, I believe it was. And now I looked it up and basically I don't remember exactly what it said because honestly, don't fight me. I don't read the Bible, right? It just doesn't necessarily resonate with me. There's stories, they're cool and all of that. Now, if I hear a story every now and then from the Bible, I will definitely see if it vibes with me, see if I resonate with it and all those types of things. But anyway, John 4:21. And it starts off with something to the effect, I know the first word was woman. And I said, oh, okay. I was like, God, so we just going to go head to head, toe to toe, huh? That's what we doing right now. That's what we doing. And so what I gathered from it, regardless of what the actual Bible verse was, what I received was chill out, chill all the way out. Yes, you are on the right path. But then further, because of the way that I received it was saying there are people that are falsely worshiping right now. There are people not only falsely worshiping, but they are being falsely worshiped. Did you notice that statement, that change? So The thing of it is, the people that are truly worshiping, regardless of what that looks like, right? Because I'm rocking my t-shirts, I'm rocking my whatever. I don't make a fuss about anything because it's just silly to me, right? Now, that's not putting anyone down. That's just how I feel. So I don't necessarily reflect and look like and or sound like the typical healer or reverend or anything of that matter. So what I'm receiving is that God was telling me, one, I need to chill all the way out, and two, that the tides are turning. The tides are turning. But here's the thing, right? Tides don't just shift quickly. I mean, I don't know about water. I don't know about the tides, but that's what I received to tell you. They don't just turn on a dime. However, so we have to allow space and be patient in the meantime. Now, I know if you're anything like me, you're thinking, I've been patient long enough. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. But here's the thing. Have we really been patient? Because again, if you're anything like me, what I receive is that we haven't been patient. We've been saying we've been patient, but we haven't truly been patient. Every time we do something, every time we post content, we're waiting for it to go viral. We're like, yep, it's going to go viral. Now, there's nothing wrong with that because we want to put that intention out there, right? We want to make sure that we reach the masses, but also, too, we got to check our motives. Because the other message that God brought to me was through a movie or a series that I ended up watching. It was brought to me through, I think, social media or something like that. Twilight Zone. The new school, old school version, right? And one of the episodes, the guy was like, he had to be very cautious about desiring fame. So it was about a comedian, right? Now, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it, maybe you want to stop listening to me. But anyway, anytime he told a joke, originally he wasn't getting any laughs, right? But then once he started making it personal, he got all the laughs. He started telling his life and things that were real for him in his life. However, the caveat and the hitch to it was whoever he was talking about would disappear forever. It was like they never existed. Because what Tracy Morgan said, because he was in the show, I don't remember his character name. I think it was Larry, but whatever. He was like, once you give it to the audience, they have it forever. And I was like, dang, God, okay, you getting deep with me because I was getting deep with you. Anyway, I could go on and on and on, and I don't know if you could listen on and on, but there was just so many different things that God was pointing out to me, and I felt like it was really just that climax where I saw the John 4:21. And so right now, I feel much better. I definitely do. I woke up already feeling a little bit better. And throughout the day, I allowed myself to kind of vent out and release any type of suppressed anger or resentment or anything else to that sort and start having fun with things again. I allowed myself I put on some music. I vibed out. I did a dance class. Hula dancing, belly dancing. That's my jam. So I did that. Let go of everything. And now I hit that reset button and we'll see, right? Because what I also have for me to receive as well as to pass on to you is that nothing's going to be perfect. We're not going to all of a sudden wake up and be like, I have no expectations. We're not going to just wake up one day and be like, I don't want what I want. I mean, you might, but again, the tides, they are slowly turning. At the same time, within this wait period, I feel like we are also being tested in a sense to see, are we going to stay true to who we are innately and divinely? Are we also going to allow ourselves to continue to progress towards our higher selves? Or are we going to regress because it's taken too long, right? Are we going to go back to our old ways? Are we going to go back to maybe drinking and hanging out with folks who talk about a whole bunch of nothing and have plans to go nowhere? Again, this isn't shade to anybody. People are just different, and that's completely fine. But what are we going to do in this interim, right? But I'm not going to keep going on and on because Lord knows I can. But I'm just going to say this. Be patient and look for the signs. Oh, and as a side note, if you need help in looking for those signs, sign up for my class. I am offering an online Conversating with the Universe course beginning August 28th of 2023. So I'm not sure when this is going to go out, but definitely sign up for it. The intro price, I don't know if you're going to make it for it, but it's going to be only $11.11. Angel numbers. And then after the first 3 days, it's going to go back to its normal price of $33.33. Again, with the angel numbers. So sign up, learn how to discern your own signs, learn how to communicate your own way with the universe without all that doubt and without having to go to Google every 2 seconds. So truly, 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 that's it. And of course, if this message resonates, then that means it is for you. And if not, that's cool too. Just keep it pushing. Either way, I thank you for listening and I wish you the best day ever. Until next time, you know the vibes. Peace and happy healing.